Wow guys, you won't believe what undefeated featherweight Movsar Evloev just did. He absolutely went off on Dana White. I mean, he held nothing back. Evloev blasted Dana, accusing him of deliberately trying to kill his championship dreams. He called the UFC boss manipulative and said Dana is purposely keeping him from reaching the top. Movsar made it crystal clear that he believes White has absolutely zero respect for him. But wait, it gets even crazier. Evloev dropped a complete bombshell about his fight with Arnold Allen, which he won by unanimous decision. He revealed that Dan Lambert, the owner of American Top Team, was sitting right next to Dana during the fight and later told him something shocking. Dana wasn't even watching the fight. Instead, he was too busy watching an American football game, acting like Evloev's fight didn't even exist. Movsar then accused Dana of betting on other sports while sitting cageside at his own event. He claimed Dana doesn't care about real talent, only about who brings in the most money. Recently, Movsar has really stepped up his trash talk game, calling out former champ Ilia Topuria and boldly taking shots at Dana White. But despite having immense skill and fighting ability, the undefeated Russian style remains underwhelming for most fans. Here's what Evloev said. Dana, for some reason keeps dismissing me. He is very manipulative. He is trying to kind of diminish my ambitions for the title at this point because he understands that I am very close to becoming champion. I talked to the owner of American Top Team, Dan Lambert, after my fight with Arnold Allen, and he told me, Movsar, I was sitting right next to Dana during your fight and he was watching an American football game. He had probably placed a bet on some football game. Evloev continued, I don't know, man. I actually believe he missed my entire fight because of that. Maybe he paid some attention to my fight when the ref intervened for illegal punches at the very last minute of the fight, but other than that, he missed all my grappling exchanges and pretty much everything I did. He said something like that definitely wasn't the most fun fight of the night, but you know, I'm not here to entertain you. I'm here to take the belt. I will take the belt. I promise you. In other news, Chael Sonnen believes the Jon Jones versus Alex Pereira matchup could actually be competitive, especially after Pereira showcased improved wrestling against Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 313. Pereira's unanimous decision defeat to the Dagestani fighter knocked the wind out of the hype surrounding a potential Jones showdown, but Chael still sees promise for Pereira. Sonnen pointed out a major positive from the Brazilian's performance, his wrestling defense. Pereira successfully stuffed all 12 of Ankalaev's takedown attempts, highlighting a significant improvement in his ground game. This silenced critics who had previously doubted his ability to defend against high-level wrestlers. Chael believes this fight has shown Pereira's defensive skills have developed to a level where he's no longer an easy target for wrestlers. Ankalaev's game plan to rely on taking Pereira down completely failed, which showed that the former champ can handle the pressure and defend against high-level wrestlers. Despite the setback, Pereira's growth as a fighter gives hope to Pereira fans worldwide, and with a couple of tweaks to his game plan, he could very well find success in his rematch with Ankalaev.
Alex is supposed to be somebody that you can go take down and beat up, particularly if you got a wrestling background, particularly if you got a wrestling background from Dagestan. That's the story. He never went down once. He showed takedown defense. As a matter of fact, you don't get very far when you start talking about Alex Pierre versus Jon Jones. You just don't get there because we know that Jon can throw him down and beat him up. Like, that's just something that Jon does so well. He can throw people down and then beat them up. Well, you go watch this fight and you go, well, hey, you know what? It turns out that old Alex Pierre ain't so easy to take down. It was really interesting. Alex Pierre really showed some stuff. That entire narrative that he can't wrestle and he can't defend is now gone. Is Ankalaev a man of his word? Does he get credit? Because his words were that I'm going to stand up and I'm going to kickbox with him. I'm going to beat him in the stand-up. That's exactly what he did. But he tried to take him down. Does Ankalaev get credit for being a man of his word? Because what he said he was going to do is exactly what happened. But the intent was something else, wasn't it?
During his recent podcast appearance, Strickland didn't hold back. He revealed some truly intriguing details about his backstage encounter with Jon Jones and his brothers at UFC 309 after Jones defeated Stipe. Strickland shared that he ran into the trio backstage, where Jon was with his brothers who were giving him mean looks and seemingly trying to provoke him. Strickland felt the tension and hinted that they were looking to start something. Although it didn't escalate further, the incident seemed to fuel Strickland's growing animosity toward Jones, especially given the tension that surrounded their brief encounter. But the drama didn't end there. Strickland went off on Jon Jones, accusing him of being a fake Christian and calling out his past criminal issues. He criticized the champion for projecting a wholesome image of redemption, claiming that Jones's actions, ranging from DUIs to domestic violence allegations, don't align with the persona he tries to portray. The former champ even went as far as to suggest that Jones hides behind his faith as a shield to cover up his wrongdoings. For Sean, the contrast between Jones's public image and personal behavior was too glaring to ignore. As a fighter, Strickland has never shied away from controversy, and this latest outburst is just another chapter in his outspoken persona.
If I had to sculpt somebody, you could not build a better athlete for fighting than John Jones. Minus the coke and smacking pregnant women, and then steroids and, minus all that, the steroids and smacking pregnant women and shit, bro. I heard he's a really nice guy.
Oh, great. He was great to me.
Unless you're in a Vegas hotel. It makes me laugh, dude. I was at a fight and we fought. And I think he had a brother or dad and they're just sitting there mad dogging me. And I'm like, bro, why are you guys mad at me? Did I hit the pregnant bitch? No. Did I smack his wife? No. Did I do the drugs? No, dude. Why I go so hard on him? If he were to just be like, guys, I'm a piece of shit. I try not to be, but I'm a piece of shit. Then I'd be like, but he tries to Trojan horse you, dude. He talks about God and as he's doing coke off a stripper. Be like, be the fucking villain, bro. You are a villain. You are not a good man. You are not a decent man. You are a piece of shit who is one of the best fighters in the world. Next time you hit a pregnant chick, bro, just drive faster.
Khamzat Chimaev, watch out. Caio Baralho is calling you out. The Brazilian middleweight made waves during his recent appearance on the Jackson podcast, expressing his readiness to face anyone in his quest for a shot at the UFC middleweight title, even if that means stepping into the octagon with his former training partner Chimaev. Caio didn't just throw out the challenge, he gave specific reasons why he believes he holds advantages over the undefeated Chechen. Reflecting on their time training together in both Sweden and Las Vegas, he revealed that he learned a lot about Chimaev's fighting style and strategy. He spent several weeks with Khamzat, paying close attention to his tactics and the way he manipulates his opponents. The Brazilian fighter believes this intimate knowledge of Chimaev's system could give him the edge in a potential fight. Despite helping Chimaev with his own preparations, Baralho made it clear that he was always watching and learning, gathering valuable insights into how to counter the undefeated Chechen's aggressive approach. With this call-out, Baralho has firmly thrown his hat into the ring for a major middleweight showdown, confident that his awareness of Chimaev's game could lead to a significant advantage if they ever face off in the UFC. In Caio's own words, I think I have advantages because I studied him a lot. I was paying attention during training. I was helping him for sure, but I was also paying attention to everything. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA news.